Good morning students, this is your teacher Vikram Singh Chauhan and today we are going to start exercise 2.2. But before starting of the solutions, we must understand the concept that how we will solve the questions related to exercise 2.2. Okay? So the very basic concept which we have to understand is zeros of a polynomial. So what is the means of zeros of a polynomial? If suppose I take any polynomial, suppose x plus 2. So the variable is x. So the value of x, the value of this variable which on putting in this expression gives the answer 0 will be called zero of a polynomial. Okay? I am just repeating it. If suppose we are having any polynomial, okay, suppose it was this x plus 2, it is a polynomial and the value of the variable means here is x. So the value of x which on putting in this expression gives the answer 0 is called the zero of a polynomial. Suppose we can put in place of x we can put minus 2. Okay, now solve it. Minus 2 plus 2. Plus minus cancel, answer come 0. So we can say x is equals to minus 2 is the 0 of the given polynomial. Understood now? Now the next question is coming that how many zeros can a polynomial can have? Okay, but first of all see this thing. Okay students, now see on the board our next topic, number of zeros of a polynomial. That how we can say that this polynomial is having 1 0, it is having 2 0, it is having 3 0. How can we say it? We can say it according to degree of a polynomial. Okay? So number of zeros of a polynomial depends upon its degree. See, here we are having one table. In first table it is written polynomials. Okay. In second one it is asked its degree and third one number of zeros. So let's see it, that how number of zeros and a degree of a polynomial are related to each other. Now see this number first, x plus 2. Its degree is 1. So it will have how many zeros? 1 0. See here. In this expression, its degree is 2. So it will have 2 zeros. In this expression, the degree is 3. So it will have how many zeros? 3 zeros. It means that a polynomial will have as much number of zeros as it is having its degree. Okay? Now we will solve exercise 2.2. Now see exercise 2.2, question number 1. In this question what we have to do? Find the value of the polynomial. One polynomial is given here, we have to find out its value. 3 parts we are having. In first part we have to find its value when x is equals to 0. In second part when x is equals to minus 1 and in third part when x is equals to 2. So how to solve it? The method of solving is this, that we have to substitute in place of x what? 0. Means in place of variable we have to put its value and solve this expression. Okay, now put it in place of x, what will come? 0. 5x means 5 into 0 minus 4 into x square, it means 0 square plus 3. 5 into 0, 0 minus 4 into 0 square is 0 plus 3. 0 minus 4 into 0, 0 plus 3. So what is left? 3. And 3 is our needed answer. Okay? In second part what we have to do? We have to solve this expression for x is equals to minus 1. Okay? So in place of x we will substitute value -1, and always remember one thing, that when we are putting a negative value then put it in bracket. Okay, now put 5 into in bracket -1 minus 4 into in bracket -1 square plus 3. Okay, so always keep this thing in mind, that whenever you are substituting a negative value then always substitute it in bracket. 5 into -1 -5 minus 4 into. First of all solve this. When the bracket will open then square will happen of minus also and 1 also. Minus into minus plus, and 1 into 1 it will come 1 plus 3. Now see, -5, 4 into 1 -4 plus 3. We all know minus minus plus, but with the negative sign. So -5 minus 4 it will become -9 plus 3. Again plus minus, in this case what we have to do, from larger value subtract the smaller one. 9 minus 3 6, and sign will come of the larger value, so it will come minus, because 9 is having minus sign and 3 is having plus sign. Is it clear? So whenever you are solving this question, always keep this signs thing, this signs in a very clear way in your mind, otherwise your calculation will become wrong. Okay, just see it. Now students, come on question number 2. Question number 2 is saying, find P0, P1 and P2 for each of the following polynomials. Means in this question number 2 we are having 4 parts. In all the parts what we have to find out? P0, P1 and P2. It means first of all we have to put in place of y 0, then 1, then 2. See here, P0, it means in place of y. So in place of y what will come? 0. It will become 0 square minus 0 plus 1. 0 square means 0, 0 minus 0 0, so what is left here? 1. Again we have to find out P1. It means in place of y everywhere it will come 1. We have to substitute 1. 1 square minus 1 plus 1. Okay, plus minus cancel, and 1 square means 1. Again we have to put 2 in place of y. See here, it will become 2 square minus 2 plus 1. 2 square means 4 minus 2 plus 1. 4 minus 2 2, and 2 plus 1 it will become 3. Okay, understood? See second part. In second part the polynomial given is Pt equal 2 plus t plus 2t square minus t cube. T plus 2t square minus t cube. Let me check it once more. Pt equal 2 plus t plus 2t square minus t cube. Yes, it is correct. So we have to do the same thing. First of all we will find out P0, then P1 and then P2. Okay, first of all P0, it means in this whole part everywhere in place of t what will come? 0. 2 plus 0 plus 2 into 0 square minus 0 cube. So 2 plus 0 plus 0 square means 0, and 2 into 0 it will become 0, minus 0 cube. 0 cube also means 0. So what will left? 2. Okay, now see for P1. P1 means in place of t what will come? 1. So substitute it. 2 plus 1 plus 2. 1 square minus 1 cube. Okay, 2 plus 1 it will become 3 plus 1 square means 1, and 2 into 1 it will become 2, minus 1 cube means minus 1. 3 plus 2 5, 5 minus 1 answer will come 4. Okay, now see we had done P0, we had done P1, now we will do P2. It means in place of t what we have to substitute? 2 everywhere. 2 plus 2 plus 2. Here 2 square minus 2 cube. Okay, 2 plus 2 4 plus 2 square means 2 into 2 4 and 4 into 2 8 minus 2 cube means 2 into 2 into 2 2 2 4 4 into 2 8. See here, plus minus cancel, so what is left? 4, which is our needed answer. Okay, in the same way you will do part 3rd and part 4th by yourself. Okay students, we have done question number 1 and question number 2. So do question 1, question 2 in a proper way, and in our next part we will do question number 3. Okay, thank you very much.